Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. About to kick off to get things started. Fair catch called for and made. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks. Oh,
makes the grab on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rides and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man, if I'm not happy.
Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Scanning the field, it's Milrow. Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown Tide! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he made the extra point without problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Grabbed over the middle. It's School. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clemson jumps to the line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Quarterbacks get all the credit. Rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Stool. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Zings it complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey.
Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted.
You got to pick that out.
Turn the thing over. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Oh,
now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pulls it in. It's sacked.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.
Boy, I
They
tried to
stop
kick
at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Quarterback will keep it.
Don't let him run in the end zone.
Take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely
Niggas
silly.
gonna try to run the same play all day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level.
Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they...
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know when time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get it.
Off he goes. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I love the execution on that play.
Let's
Great
go,
blocking
Bama.
up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Finds his tight end. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. They'll try to snap it quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they
He
get it in their own
overturned him.
end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, look out on the right. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson Tide.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and man, he did it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the run and get him one snap, one touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Maffa. At the 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's where you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Maffa. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And I love that this offense stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Milroe. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Alabama pushing the tempo. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And he intercepts it. Obliterates him, still on the move. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath and create an interception.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. Snagged dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Fires it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on third and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on third and long.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. Touchdown Tide. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Brining Stewart. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Buys a little extra time. He'll fire to his right. And he hauls it in at the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clemson is quick to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Clemson set up with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
On second down, wants to throw. Extending the play. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. That's exactly what happened, now setting up fourth down.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
Fourth and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on fourth and short.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to pick up the first. On the move at the 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Quick hitting end around on first and goal. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
Great play by the defense there. Backed up in their own end. Offense trying to go jet sweep. You see the defenders. They knew exactly who was getting the football, and they made the tackle right away.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight. But the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. On the run, it's Rafa. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Moving out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Alabama! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the...
Intercepted. Trying to take it back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clemson tie. What a great play by the
Big time defense. Make big time plays.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something that don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Back to pass. It's Klubnik coming after him. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It's a reverse.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. Quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. Give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting up.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside man. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the peg, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tiger.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. Nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going up top. And his first throw here is incomplete.
You're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Here comes the offense on second down. Going with the ground game left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to run for it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. With jet sweep pass. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the Sunday. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back too.